You can't be an entertainment-based content creator without allegations that you're actually bad at the game. Oh, this Sid guy, he sucks. He doesn't know how to play the game. He's terrible at the game. Oh, he can't even drive for anything. Oh, buddy, look at the road. Oh, why does he learn how to drive? Oh, all these videos and all his cars look terrible. They're right about that one. And I bet he would have to go on Stadia just to get platinum in the summit. He said he's so terrible. Oh. But what if I told you I'm actually kind of good at the game? I just don't really bother. I'm too busy making big old entertainment, right? There's no point. There's no point. But there's been a few times I have tried. One was when we got into the content creator competition. It was a bunch of content creators going head to head. I came second. It was a battle for first with me and Motor Games, and I just about came second. But we were miles ahead. And honestly, that one annoyed me because I was so damn close. But a much better show is the 2 summits where I actually tried. The USB tour was a competitive update. So I actually started trying. And those 2 summits I properly tried in. One was the Wasp Summit and the other was the C2 2.0 Summit. And both of those summits, I came 20th. That's 20th out of 110,000 players. So I don't know what you're talking about, really. So, of course, it's time that I prove myself in Motorfest as well. Now, I don't think I'm coming 20th. Let's be honest. I don't think I'm coming 20th. But what I am going to be trying to do is seeing just how far I can go in the summit in coming high up. Now, I'm going to be up against 2 other platforms as well this time. That was just on PlayStation before. This is going to be PlayStation, Xbox, and PC all on one leaderboard, all going for the first... I mean, no, the airfoil, people like the airfoil. But I was going to say the first cool summit car. But people like the airfoil. But a Japanese S2000, one that, legend has it, had been in the Crew 2's files for years and years and years, is finally coming out, and people are gonna want it. Especially when it's not a summit where you're using some kind of tire wear or anything. It's just a racing summit. The Honda Kamea Hadar edition. I pronounced that terribly, but I wonder what that means. Someone tell me what that means. And this summit has a few different things in it. It's got Street 2, a bunch of them. Annoyingly, some motorcycle ones, which are gonna be so terrible to do. But then some car ones, and then we've got a single Street 1 event. And then 2 speed traps and a slalom. And there's only one way I'd actually be able to get anywhere in this summit, and that is by making the most overpowered builds I can. So over the last few days, well, I took yesterday and the day before that off. But before that, the last week since we've known what the next summit is gonna be, I have crafted the most overpowered sets of cars I can. So let's begin. The only Street 1 set is needed on the Honda Civic. And look at how slow this thing is. I can barely get it up to 100 in a straight line. Infuriatingly slow. Let's try and actually turn with it. Nice. 15 degrees round a turn. Did I say degrees? Did I just say degrees? I meant miles an hour. Am I going insane? So, of course, there was only one thing to do, and that was max this thing out with Nitrochemist. You'll see, because not only am I cruising at the highest speeds now, but once my nitro fills up, which it's going to be filling up even quicker than usual, but it's got a lot more to fill, 1.5 times the tank to fill, you can see this is the power of my NOS now. Push. 190 in total. Ah, yes, the elementary school. Nice. This is what the set looks like. This one took a very long time to get. I don't remember if it was this or if it was like Alpha GP. I think both of them took so excruciatingly long. Nitrochemist on every single part. Not only did I first have to get every single Nitrochem set, 7. So all of these with Nitrochemist, and you can't change that. You just have to get lucky and get that. Then I had to go through each and every one and select the top one until I got pure or extra pump. Then do that for the other one as well. And then once I've got them, go through and select the middle one until I get the maximum percentage every time. And I had to do that for all of these parts on just this one of 4 sets that I made. But this isn't the real exciting one. Instead, that is Street 2, where it takes on 5 of the 6 events in this summit. So of course we needed a fully maxed out Nitro Chemist set. We've got every part full on pure and refill speed. Each one done the same recalibrating. This makes the cars insanely quick. This is the Honda NSX stock. One of the cars that we have to use next summit. Pretty slow, as you can see. Barely at 100 so far. Street 2 vehicle. That's Nitro. It's helping a little bit. It's got us to 155. And this is the Honda NSX maxed out. Already, you can see we've managed to hit 100 straight away. We're going to be jumping over a little roundabout here. We're already past the speed that Nitroing got us up to with the stock version of the car. And then let's NOS. You can see not only do we have more NOS, but we got a lot of NOS power, getting us to 235 in total, speed-wise. Crazy. And it can hold it. And not only do we have more NOS, 1.5 times the NOS, we've got extra refill speed too. So that 1.5 fills 35% quicker than it normally would. And we can do it again, going around this turn, after we go around this turn, I guess. And NOSing again, straight up to 235, please. Thank you very much. The other set I made might be the most broken one that I could have made. And that's because of slaloms. Every skill in the game, other than like speed traps, have points to gauge how you do. You get points for going through each of these. There's ones where you go through the dot inside of the bigger circle and you get points. You get points for the aerobatics, singular aerobatics one that exists. The boy smashing ones that exist. But the amount of points you get isn't enough. 9,300? Ew. Instead, I crafted a set that looks a little bit like this. Every single one of these parts not only has pure, but it has 70% skilled. And what does skilled do? Well, skilled increases scoring by 10%. So now if we go through this very same skilled, which is oh, well, that was a skill issue. Now this is why grinding really matters. Oh, I forgot to mention, not only do I have the skilled affix on all the parts, I've got the skilled bonus. The gold parts are all skilled parts, meaning I get double points. So I think that's what's going on there. So instead of getting 9,000 points, this time around, we are getting 21,000. Over double. 294th on that slalom globally. And this is the affix I was talking about. I needed to get all of them score breaker. This is the last one I got. I just kept getting so unlucky and wouldn't get a single score breaker tire for some reason. In fact, it's the last set I completed because I still don't have a full Nitro Chemist set either. I'm missing one part of Nitro Chem on this, and it's so infuriating. And you can see this was how I've been doing this. I tried to get this part set first, all of them having that, which gives you multiply loot earned by 2, and all of them have lucky and gold finder. There will be a guide out soon on how to get parts, like the most parts you can, because there's a strategy to getting as many as you can as quick as you can. In fact, there's a couple of different strategies, some for different specs, so make sure you check that video out when it comes out. Subscribe with notifications on if you don't want to miss it. And as I go over to my most overpowered spec, I will say, after this one, just check out one of my other videos. They'll be in your recommended, so just give a look to one of my other videos on the channel. It'd be very much appreciated. Let me show you why this is my best set in the entire game that will help me immensely in this. Not only is the skilled one gonna help so much, not only is the, yes, the nitro chemist on both of the other things, those are gonna help a fair bit, yes. But this set is the most improved, I would say, out of all of them. You can see getting to this speed trap, slow, yes. Notably very slow, yes. The fastest we can get, 279? Ew. But what happens to a set when you don't need refill speed? All you need is power? Well, you get pure Nitro Chemist and Frenetic, increasing your power per time of usage percent by, in total, an extra 21% on top of the 35% increased strength Nitro already, on top of a 1.5 sized tank instead of the regular one whole tank. This is what a car like that looks like. Fully maxed out. We're already about to pass the speed we had last time. And 413. I can do quicker than that. Okay, let's try it again. That was a very bad start, I will say. But I want to try it again because I feel like I could have nitroed earlier. 14. But you can see 420 was possible because we got to 420 there in the end. That puts us 142nd in the global leaderboards. All of this is shaping up to show that this summit coming up, I am going to be the most overpowered I can possibly be. So I can get the highest rank I can possibly get. But if you want to follow what place I finished before the video on this car, which is where I'll say where I finished in the end, if you want to follow that before, you can check out my live streams. Subscribe, notifications on. I stream right here on this channel or on my Twitch at the same time. We're allowed to do that now, which is why I've only just started doing that and never used to do that before. Catch me on Twitch, catch me on this channel right here live streaming. There'll be a schedule posted soon. That's gonna be about it from me though. Thank you to popular members, a special thank to famous members, and an insane thank you to star members Danimal the Manimal, Grim Pepper, and Extreme Speed, and an insane top of the top thank you to Icon members HK and Extreme Speed again. Alright, I'll see you boys in the next one. In a...